Welcome back again to LearningStrome Academy. So, friends, today the topic that we are going to discuss is long data type. Okay, friends, again you see I'm again making a individual video for it long data type. Okay, so there is some specific reason. Okay, so let's start with it. Okay, uh, long data type. Actually, friends, long data type are most widely used data type in such cases when the things are very large. Okay, let's consider the scenario. If I want to check the number of characters in particular file. In that case, if I want to check, it can be max any big number. Okay, in that case long data help us. Okay, in that case long data help us. So whenever things are very large and whenever my integer number is unable to represent it, in that case long helps us. Okay, in that case long support us. Okay, so that's why long data type takes an 8 byte to store data. It is a double of integer data type. Okay, so in this case we use only long data type. Okay, friends, so long data type takes actually 8 byte to store the data. Okay, which is actually you can see double to our integer data type. Okay, so now you can see if it taking 8 byte to store data, so the range that it can represent very large. Okay, like you see the range it is very large number of you can calculate its range by using the particular formula to the power number of bits it take to represent a value. Okay, 2 or 63 minus 1. Okay, friend. Okay, actually there are 8 bytes, so it means we have 64 bits to represent a number, out of which 63 are used to represent a number and 1 bit are used commonly to for the sign bit. Okay, that is the most significant bit that are used to represent a sign of a number. It can be positive or it can be a negative. Okay, friend, so this is the range for it, and how much memory it takes, as we discussed all these things. Okay, friend, so the case which is used for which I like to tell you all. Okay, which differs for the other data type. Okay, like if I'm going to uh, friends. Okay, let me open a file. Let me open a file, friends. Just wait for me while. Friends, now you see, if I have a long number, friends, if I have a long number, first of all, friend, if I want to represent a long number, I have to proceed L, small l or capital L. Okay, after a number. Okay, so in this way I can represent my long number. So, friend, one thing that I would like to tell you, as I said in the previous video, that Java is a case sensitive language. But friend, there are few cases where Java is not a case sensitive. Okay, this is that. Okay, whenever we have to represent any number like long, when we can represent it by small letter l, and we can also use represent it by capital L. Okay, so in that there are some few cases where Java is not a case sensitive. Okay, here the value two different values, meaning of the two different values are same. Okay, so for this Java is not a case sensitive language. Make a point of it, friend. And whenever anyone asks you Java is case sensitive language, then you can also say that yeah, Java is case sensitive language, but there are few cases where Java behave like not behave it is not a case sensitive language. Okay, this is the case, friend. Okay, so let's clear the screen first. Okay, now friend, if I want to represent any long number, then actually what is the way? First, let's compile this program Java C long data dot Java. Okay, it is now, if you can see, it is working fine. Okay, so friend, if I'm going to sign a value that will lie in this particular range of the long data, it is going to work fine. But friend, what happens actually if I'm going to assign a value that will be greater than the range or beyond its range, then what will actually happen? Is it going to give throw an error that now you can see there is no other data type, okay, that will be higher than the long data type in the integer form. So now what will you are accepting? What you are accepting that we are going to get an error long numbers are too large, okay, long number are too large, or we are going to get an error that which kind of error you are thinking now, because now there is no particular higher data type than the long data type, okay. As we are now in the previous we are getting an error like int cannot be converted into a short or long cannot be converted in. Now what you are thinking, what will my can throw? Yeah, have any idea? If you have any idea, then you can comment in the comment box. Okay, so friend, in that case what will happen actually, as I told you previously that for integer any number we are going to assign it, where member is going to think it as an integer. When I am going to assign a particular number, okay, that is going actually beyond the range of integer or long, in that case my compiler is not going to under, okay, that long number is too large. It is going to say that integer number too large, okay. It is not going through another long number is too large, okay. It is going through another integer number too large. Why? Because as I told you, for compiler integer is a default case. My compiler thinks that integer is everything for integer, okay. So that's why friend, this is the case that I want to discuss with you all, okay. If I'm going to assign a particular number that will be beyond the range of long, then we are not going to get an error that long number too large, okay. We are going to get an error that integer number too large, okay. So make it one point, make a note of this point, okay. So that I would like to discuss with you all, okay. So friend, all the other cases are same for it, okay. If I'm going to sign a short date type to it, then then it will be acceptable, okay. If I'm going to try if I'm going to try a byte date type to it, then it is also acceptable. If I'm going to assign a character date type, then it is also acceptable, okay. If I'm going to assign and if I'm going to assign a boolean value, then it is not acceptable. It is going through another incompatible as boolean cannot be converted to int, as same for the previous cases, okay. This is the only case which differs. That's why I explained you, okay. So what are the applications of the long data type, friends? So friends, actually let's consider a scenario. If I want to save a phone number of any particular person, okay, then the integer data are not able to represent a phone number of any particular person, okay. So yeah, it is of 10-digit number, but it cannot represent all the combinations of it, okay. Yeah, it can represent the combination that will start from 1 or 2, okay, only that number. If a number start from 9 or 8 or 7, then it cannot represent our phone number for a particular person, okay. As you know, for this we use mostly prefer a string or character to hold up a number of a phone number in any language. If I want to represent a phone number of person, we prefer string data for it. But friends, as we know, integer data type works faster than the string and characters, okay. If I want to search up my number in the form which will be in the form integer, it will be searchable more faster than if it is in the format of strings, okay, because the integer are more searchable, faster searchable than the string. So that's why I would like to remind you that whenever we have to represent any person's phone number, any value, okay, then try to save in numerical form, okay, because numerical numbers are fast searchable than the string, okay. So that's why friend, I would like to recommend you, okay. So whenever I have to represent a number of particular phone number of any person, then I can use the long date type, okay friends. Other case, whenever I want to represent count number of particular person, okay, it will vary from 12 to 16 digit, okay. In that case, there should a long data is also suitable, okay. So friend, you can see and the application of the long data type, okay. Also friend, Long data is also compatible for the 64-bit instruction format machine, okay, which is also mostly used instruction format machine nowadays, okay. And now you can see long data, the uses or purposes of the long data type, okay. Now friend, you can also see if I want to calculate the velocity, okay, velocity, and other things like other values that for the physics, okay. In that case, the values are very large, very large. Like I want to calculate the speed of light, okay, speed of light, and for the 100 days or 2000 days or 3,000 days, okay. In that case, the value will be very large, okay. In that case, if I want to represent this value, then the long data type is suitable for it, okay friends. So now you know the application of the long data type, and what are the cases that for which long data type differ than the integer data type, okay, and other data type, okay friends. So let's summarize this topic. So what is the size for the integer type? How much it is? 64 bits, okay. So maximum value, now it is you can read it, okay. Minimum value is also, you know. Now the range is also clear to you all, okay. So positive numbers are representing nominal memory in the binary format, and negative numbers are represented in the form of 2's complement, okay friends. So if I want to represent any long number, then I have to prefix small n in capital. In this case, my compiler is don't behave case sensitive, okay friends. This is a case, remember it, okay. So thank you friends, bye bye. Thank you for watching, and keep subscribe our video and like friends, so I can provide you best content, okay, good content, okay friend, bye bye.